What's going on, guys? It is the Lone Courier here, and I'm bringing you part 3 to my Road to Gold series, and this is going to be the Kuda. Now the Kuda is a full auto machine gun. You've probably used it, submachine gun. It says it's got a steady fire rate with balanced recoil. I agree, it's got a pretty good fire rate, but recoil, man, this weapon. I'm not going to say this is the most inaccurate weapon in the submachine gun class, but this weapon, it's definitely got a lot more recoil than it says. And it's not exactly like hard to control recoil, it's just really awkward recoil, and you know, like a lot of side to side wobble and a lot of vertical. So it's a good mix of vertical and side to side, which is bloody awkward, you know. Most weapons in Call of Duty either have vertical or horizontal. Now this weapon has both, which really makes it a lot more awkward. In terms of recoil, like a lot of people say that some weapons are a lot easier for getting headshots, this weapon is really awkward for getting headshots. As you know, submachine guns do not get the high caliber attachment, and headshots is what you're gunning for in this game. So that makes hardcore the most valuable mode for going for headshots or for your SMGs. Now hardcore, you may be thinking, but that's awkward because you know, hardcore only takes a couple of bullets to kill, and well, what's the chances of me getting like a body shot kill rather than a headshot? And my only solution to that is just aim for the head. It's a lot easier said than done. A lot of you'll be thinking, aim for the head, pff, well that's easy. But you know, headshots in this game are actually a lot more awkward than you believe, because like, especially with this weapon, instead of aiming for the head and having a high headshot multiplier where you can just burst them and then they'll die, this game, it usually ends up in you getting a couple of hit markers, so you just have to hope that they're damaged enough so you can get your couple of bullet kills for the headshot. So this weapon, in terms of attachments I'd recommend using, honestly I just recommend the foregrip and the quick draw. You can use fast mags, that's a favourite of mine for this weapon, but the class I prefer to run, or the class I'm running in this gameplay, doesn't have any space for fast mags, so that's unfortunate. And also I'm extremely under leveled in this gameplay, so I'm not level 16, so I don't have primary gunfighter yet, and yeah, I just don't have any unlocked tokens to spend on it because I've been unlocking specialists and whatnot. So yeah, fast mags and long barrel, those are pretty useful for this weapon, but I just recommend using quick draw and foregrip. As I said, the headshots are awkward with this weapon. What I'd recommend using though is either the ELO sight or the red dot. The recon is okay on this weapon because recon actually takes down your recoil by 10%, I do believe. So it's kind of useful, and recon is just a really good scope anyway. Varix free, I've never actually tried the Varix free on this weapon. I've used the boa free a couple of times, the boa free didn't really impress me. Varix free, I'm assuming it'd be okay. And then you've got stuff like the thermal, which I've never used thermal in this game so far, unless it's been on a sniper rifle. So yeah, Kuda's pretty awkward for headshots, but once you've got the headshots, it's easy. One thing that happened to me was I started getting into games of Nuketown on, you know, like Chaos Mosh Pit. That makes it so much easier for going for headshots. If you see someone AFK or someone standing still, just stop, take your time and get a headshot. It's just the easiest way I can recommend you get headshots with this weapon. You know, it is pretty scummy if you're taking out AFK players to go for your challenges, but you know, they're AFK, it's their problem, not yours. So yeah, this weapon, once you've got all your headshot challenges, the challenges for SMGs are very different than what they are for the ARs. Now, the challenges for the SMGs, instead of being, you know, like the usual, like the long shots, bloodthirsties, double kills, you know, the attachments. In the submachine gun category, you get 10 revenge medals, 50 kills with no attachments, 5 kills with 5 kills with the gun 5 times, so that's 5 bloodthirsties, 2 rapid kills 5 times, so 5 double kills. And then you obviously need to get your 50 kills with the optic and 5 attachments. Now that's pretty easy. The attachment lists, I would say do that first, and then do the attachment ones, or maybe do the attachment one last, because that one's just the easiest one. Double kills, those work out extremely easy for you. 5 bloodthirsties, if you're a streaker, that'll be really easy for you. What I recommend is just Nuketown, Chaos Mosh Pit for all of your submachine guns. That's the easiest way to do it. So yeah, revenge medals, those will come pretty easy as well. The person that kills you, you have to kill them. It won't count as random players. But I just found the challenge either glitched out on me or I was killing the same person over and over again, but I kept getting tons of revenge kills, so that was easy. That takes maybe 1 game. The 5 bloodthirsties maybe takes 2 or 3 games. 5 double kills, you can probably get about 3 or 4 in 1 game, so you know, you could probably get all 5 of them in 1 game if you had to. 10 revenge kills, easily enough, maybe 2 games or 3. 50 kills with 5 attachments and an optic, easy enough, you can probably get that over 2 games. The same with burnt camo. So yeah, it's just all easy. In terms of attachments that I'd recommend for using in terms of your 5 attachments that you need to get, I would recommend using the stock, quick draw, foregrip, laser sight. Fast mags or long barrel, it's up to you. I'd recommend using fast mags because that's just an amazing attachment on this weapon. I'd always recommend using quick draw for this weapon as well, because without quick draw on this weapon, it just feels awkward and it aims down sights too slowly, for my opinion. So yeah, the Kuda is one of my most favourite guns in this game. I'm so glad I got buffed for the main game because it sucked so much ass in the beta. A lot of people could use it, but I personally thought it was far too weak. I could barely even drop people, and you know, when the weapon of choice in the beta was the Razorback, considering my inconsistency with the game back then, I was constantly getting killed by the Razorback when I was trying to use the Kuda, so I'm glad it got buffed. Really good gun now, you should probably use it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It's been the Lone Courier, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.